This is a message to Daniel Ek. Hello, my name is Alex Serra, and I'm an artist and musician from the city of Barcelona in Spain. And I felt like doing this video to open a conversation around the topic of Spotify, the music industry, what I'm feeling these days as an artist using this platform. I feel a big controversy in my heart right now because I'm wanting to release a new album next year, and the first track of the album will come out in November. So I need to decide if I want to release this music through Spotify. So some of you may wonder, who is Daniel Ek? To put you in context, Daniel Ek is the co-founder and CEO of Spotify, which is the biggest music platform in the world. So a little bit of history. Around early 2000s, piracy was huge in the internet. Like, people were downloading albums for free. Sites like Pirate Bay and the like were really popular. And so the major record labels were very worried that the music industry was collapsing and they were becoming obsolete with all this new technology that was coming to life. So Daniel had a vision, and he had a vision of a platform where people could stream the music of all the artists in the world. And there would also be a plan where people would pay a monthly subscription and they would listen to this music without ads. Continuous music playing. The vision is incredible. The idea is mind-blowing. And he completely revolutionized the music industry. He put together an incredible group of programmers and he developed this platform. I really recommend you watch the series called Playlist, and it talks about all the story of Spotify. It's very interesting. So here's the dilemma for me. For me, that I've been able to not only make a living out of music, but live abundantly, which is a dream come true to me. I am very grateful to Spotify for having created this opportunity for me, because I've reached people all over the world. All over the world, there's people listening to my music. And this is really the dream for me. More than money, more than anything, my intention was to be heard. First of all, I want to acknowledge this, and I want to give thanks to Daniel for creating this possibility. Now, here's the thing for me. I know many, many artists, incredibly talented artists, that also want to be able to live out of music. And they are finding it very, very difficult to do this on Spotify. Just to let you know about the numbers, right? Spotify pays roughly to the artist, because it depends on the country and different conditions, but roughly 0.003 cents to 0.005 cents, this is US dollars, per stream. Now this means that if you make 1,000 streams, you get around $3 to $5. This also means if you make 1,000,000 streams, you make around $3,000 to $5,000. Now these are incredible numbers. I know many artists that would be super happy to make this amount of money a month. But it's not so easy. There's a lot of music being uploaded day by day by day. So your music gets uploaded to this platform, and it's in the middle of this sea of music. So it's not that easy to be making a living in this platform. It's not just uploading a song on Spotify and boom, you're heard. You really need to work on the communication behind the music, the promotion. It's not that easy, right? So a lot of artists are struggling. This is in the best of conditions if you own your music completely. Now here's what happens. When you upload a song to Spotify, you need to do it through a distribution company. The distribution company takes around 20%. If you're doing it through a record label, the record label will also take a percentage. So the artist is roughly seeing around 50% of the royalties, if they're lucky, 25% maybe, 70% if you have an incredible deal. So this means that to make $3,000 a month, which would be an ideal situation for many artists, you would need to be making like 2 million streams a month. It's not that easy. This is one of the points that's making me uncomfortable. The other point is that AI music is exploding at the moment. There's been this news circling around the internet for the last months that Daniel Ek has invested $600 million through his investment company, Prima Materia, in a company called Helsing, which is a company of AI defense, so a military company. This strikes a question: why would Daniel invest in a company such as this? How is music and military compatible? For me, it makes no sense, but I could understand that this is a strategy to develop AI technology so he can become incredibly good at developing AI music, which then would feed the Spotify platform and make revenue for the company. So this is like a fish that bites its tail, right? There's already a lot of AI bands becoming popular on Spotify, and I can imagine that some of them, maybe a lot of them, have to do with Spotify. So here's my honest question to Daniel. If you own the biggest music company in the world, if you're making incredible amounts of money, you, your team, you're becoming so incredibly wealthy, how come instead of investing so much money in AI technology to develop AI music so you can make even more money, how come you don't invest this money into the artists that are actually creating the music for your platform? How come you don't increase the royalties and the rates of all the artists if the business is going so incredibly well? This is something that I'm really not understanding, because obviously you're a music lover. Obviously. That's why you invested so much energy into creating a music platform for people to enjoy music and for artists to release their music and to make a living. So how come you're not reinvesting into the artists that make this a possibility? How come this is not a win-win for everyone? This is my question, and I really hope that this question reaches you, and I really hope that this can serve to strike a conversation. And for me, what I want to really understand is, should I continue to release my music on Spotify? I have a new album coming next year, the first single of the album coming in November. So I'm really needing to decide if I should continue to upload music through this platform, if the platform is not going to invest in my well-being, in my growth as an artist and a human being. This is my question. And also, I want to just put it out there, if there's artists doing this differently, if there's alternative platforms that can be used, I would love to learn. I would love to know more. And yeah, I hope this really gets to the people that need to hear it. It would be amazing if it reaches Daniel. I'm just doing this out of love, and much love to everyone. Peace.